We have another caller that is calling in right now. Caller, you're on with Nightmare Jenna, Liz, and Rick Gomez.
Hey, how are you, Nightmare?
I'm doing fantastic. What can we do for you?
My name is Atari, and I'm a huge fan of Rick Gomez. I'm actually from New Jersey.
Really? All right.
Yes,
Representing. Where are you in New Jersey?
Bayonne, actually.
No, come on. That's my hometown. You know that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm such a huge fan. I have a question for you, Rick. It's documented that you in the boot camp and everything that you made close friends with so many of the other actors. James, who played Frank Perconte, came on and said that there was a moment with you two when you first met each other. Bonded you guys after before you went to boot camp.
Right.
Is this true?
Yeah. Actually, we bonded in a lot of ways. You jerk ass. Here's the biggest way we bonded. If you could have, first of all, Atari is such a good name, dude. That actually got me because of Atari. You got me because of Atari. Then I'm going, now I can't insult Atari. I'm going to say, hey, Atari, what size feet do you have?
Calling in under disguise.
And did you have to, sometimes his muscles were sore, and you would rub some ointment on his sore muscles?
Dude, I'm actually trying to even put in a little quiver to my voice to help.
Where in New Jersey are you from? Bayonne? Well, that's why I'm such a big fan.
I wonder why I don't have a voiceover career.
I don't know, dude. I thought that was pretty damn ready.
I liked it.
Good.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Have you been listening to a lot of this, or are you just jumping in?
I was driving and I was on the 405 in traffic, and I got a tweet that said that you're on, and I said, oh my god, I got to call in, and I was going to try and prank you, but I guess my prank sucked. So
your prank was brilliant, but after the call with Lana, I was so bitch smacked. I was like on high alert for the next call. So I'm glad I pegged you because I might have went down that road for a long time.
Man, you know what? I was gonna go with like, hey, my name is Javier Rodriguez, and I'm with the American Mexican Film Academy. We'd like to have you on. I was gonna do that one, but I didn't want to go there with the American Mexican, Film Academy.
I gotta tell you, when you first came on, you got me with the Atari. You got me with the Bayonne. I know, because I'm from Bayonne.
And then the minute I mentioned James Madio, you're like, too familiar, right?
Oh, that's it. Because only James Madio says James Madio like James Madio.
Yeah.
We have somebody else calling in I think you want to talk to. Hang on just a second. Are you there, caller?
Yes, how are you? This is George Luz Jr.
Hey, and that's no joking around. I know that's George Luz immediately. There's no playing around with that voice.
Well, hey, it's great to plug in on you guys. First of all, Ross, thanks for all the hard work here and interviewing all the soldiers and interviewing all the actors. A great bunch of guys all around.
Well, George, this is actually Nightmare. Ross is a producer. His accent is too thick to do the interviewing, so we don't let him talk.
I understand.
But it is his baby, and he started the whole thing, and we do love him for it, and we will definitely pass on your appreciations. I know he's listening right now, so we couldn't think of a better project. It's been the show's been a big part of our lives for the last 10 years, and we just thought it was fantastic to be able to get to talk to these guys about what I can only say is the epitome of great cinematic history.
That's true. It is a part of history that we need to listen to and document, and the job that Rick and all the actors did in portraying these men is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, my friend? Are you good, George? It's Rick.
Hey, Rick, all is well from here. Just having a little fun, and tell your wife to keep the pictures coming. I get a big kick out of the pictures of the kids growing, and your kids are getting bigger every day, and I think I got a post about do you have a new dog or something like that?
We got a new dog, my friend. We got a new dog. She's wonderful, and Bud, I'm telling you, we're trying to get a trip out there for the movie, but just to see you, and I hope I see your face soon, man, because I miss you guys.
Well, that would be great. Hey, anytime you're on the East Coast, just give us a buzz, and we can get to most places pretty quick. In Rhode Island, it's pretty small, and Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, all areas we can get to in a short period of time.
I know, and I'm gonna hold you to it, because then we might have something popping up in New York, and I know I'll definitely make you come out.
Well, that'd be great. But hey, Rick, I don't know if I publicly said this, but I want to thank you for, your hard work, portraying my father, our father. You did a fantastic job. It's not a day or a month or a year goes by, and people tell me when they find out who my father was, they say, "Oh man, I loved your dad. He was my favorite character," and that's a testament to you and what you've took from my father and what you created.
George, that means the absolute world to me, and I will live my life forever humbled playing him and making you proud. Those were my goals, and if I can accomplish that, I'm a happy man.
Well, yeah, you're a happy man, and I'm a happy man too. My dad will for always be immortalized in TV, and it's a pretty cool thing to think about that. My dad was just one of millions of soldiers, but he just happened to be in a unit that Stephen Ambrose wrote a book about, and Tom and Steven Spielberg did a 10-part miniseries on. So it's been a pretty cool ride for me as well.
Yeah, man, it's been a great ride. We were in George Jr. and I were in Paris together, and it was so weird because it's like, his dad. I'm playing his dad, and I'm not much younger than George. I'm younger than George. I got you. You got me beat, George. Right? How old are you, George?
Well, actually, I'll be 55 next month. So
55. You look like you're freaking 42 years old. So 55. I'm going to be 40, right? So by 15 years, George got me beat. By 15 years, George could be my uncle, and I'm his dad. So I'm like, hey, shut up, eat your hot dog. He goes, wow, Rick, you did a great job. Like, I don't want to hear how I did anything. Sit down. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm not shitting you. Every guy has their relationship with their family. I can say without hesitation or doubt that mine is the best. Without, hands down, the best. And if anybody wants to ever argue with me about that, I'll take them outside and give you a beat.
I'm on the phone, bro.
Hey, I said the best. I got the best family.
Hey, listen, Rick, George, and company over there, I'm going to let you guys go. This is Ricky's interview. I just wanted to show my support for everything. And, Ricky, I will see you soon, and the family, and the new dog. George, I'll see you in a few weeks. Well, no, I'll see you pretty soon on the East Coast.
Hey, James, I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah, I'm here. I was here. I was on the phone.
And Jimmy, before you take off, I want to say thank you yet again for the wonderful thing you did with the Apple box for my brother. Thank you.
Oh, of course, man. No problem. Anything.
How cool is that thing, man? How great is Apple box, huh?
Amazing.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah,
go! Aren't you busy? Go winning awards or something. Go win some more awards.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Same with you, brother. Same with you. I will see you all soon. Thank you guys so much, Rick. I love you, pal. George, I love you too. Best to
back at you, bud.
families on all you guys. All right, guys.
All right, Jimmy, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, now that he's gone, let's talk about him.
Yeah, what a pain in the ass that guy is. I always have to put on this good face, George, like, oh, we're good buddies, Perconte, Luz, oh, they were always together, and always say, oh, what a pain in the ass that guy is. Anyway.
Well, when I did come to England, Joe Hobbs, one of the main costume guys, had invited us all to come out to England. So it was great to meet Rick, and he brought James along, and Richard. Did Richard come along on that evening?
I think so. I think it was Richie, me, and Jim. I think so.
Yeah, and it is kind of humorous the way you guys mirrored your characters, and my dad was so close with Frank Perconte during the war. He was close with all the guys, but he was really close with Frank, and there's a lot of good-natured ribbing back and forth, and it's kind of humorous the way you guys have naturally adopted that as well.
Yeah, it's great. We wouldn't have made it out. We wouldn't have made it through it without. I wouldn't have made it through it without Jim, without a doubt. Jim's my boy. Yeah, it was. It's great. I mean, once we sought each other out because the research we had both done said, well, these two were thick as thieves, and Garnier had said some stuff to Frankie about, well, Luz and Perconte, that's a team like those guys got into some serious trouble and and so as soon as we both knew that, we kind of gravitated, and then we're both from the East Coast. We're both, so our sensibility was very similar. And then a couple of drinks later, and we're, fast friends. So, yeah, it's good. I miss you, buddy. I hope I get to see you soon, man.
Well, hey, we've got a couple things coming up. I'm sure James has kind of filled you in on. I'm working with Tim Gray. We're working on the Leadership Monument. The Mason Winners Leadership Monument to be dedicated next year.
I saw all those Ross photos, George, from Frank's trip with Ross and Michael, and I saw those photos. Man, you guys look great, and it looked like an absolute blast. And I was gutted that I couldn't be there.
Yeah, well, hey, you guys got busy schedules, and when the phone's ringing or your assignments are your assignments, so totally understand. And hopefully you can break away from something like that. We got a couple things coming up in the middle of the week, and maybe you can plug in on one of those. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. Well, you still have all my info. Just get in touch with me anytime, George.
Well, we'll do that. The guys, the actors. I think you actors, you young guys, mirrored a lot of what those guys you portrayed. The humbleness that they had, I think you guys mirror quite a bit of that. So, a tip of the cap to you guys.
Oh, thank you, George. That means the world to me.
All right, George. Well, we appreciate you calling in. You have a fantastic day. Anything else you want to tell Rick before we let you go?
No, I should say give the wife and kids a squeeze, Rick, and you come this way, just give us a buzz.
You got it, pal. Will do. I absolutely will do. It'll make my wife's day.
Hey, thanks so much, and hey, keep up the good work there.
All right, thank you very much, George. We appreciate that.
Thanks, George.
All righty, anytime.
All right,
bye-bye.
Take care, Rick.
That's so cool, man.
There you have
I
it.
got a Luz reunion out of this.